Hello everyone and welcome to EduTap. So guys, I hope that you have started preparing for NABARD Grade A for the year 2022 because this is the right time you started preparing for this exam because it has a lot of components. The syllabus is obviously huge. So you need time to prepare for each and every section, and then you need to prepare for all the phases of the exam. So for the same, we are here to help you out with your preparation strategy for your phase 1 for English section for the year 2022. So guys, you know that English plays a very important role in particularly NABARD exam. Reason being, in phase 1 it has a huge weightage. In phase 2 it has a huge weightage because there is a descriptive English exam, and you very well know that your interview is conducted in which language. Obviously you know the preferred language is English. So English is going to be a game changer for NABARD, and every year it is, and this year also it will play a very crucial role. So I hope if you're smart enough, you will start putting in your efforts for this particular section. So in this video we will be discussing your strategy for your English section for NABARD Grade A phase 1 for the year 2022. So without any further ado, let's jump into the session, guys. So first of all, you need to understand the breakup of the exam, the syllabus of the exam, so that you can pay ample attention to the required subjects of this exam. So guys, in composite there are basically 200 questions that are given to the aspirants in this exam, and out of these 200 questions, these three sections are very important. If you can see, 40 questions will be on English, 40 questions will be on ARD, and 40 questions will be on ESI, ARD and ESI subjects. So these three subjects will basically compose 60% of your paper. So 60% of your paper will be based on these three sections: English, ESI and ARD based topics. So you need to focus on them. Then the rest 80 questions will be on reasoning ability, computer knowledge, general awareness and quantitative aptitude. So start focusing time on all the subjects equally, and start paying ample attention to the subjects that you feel that these are more important for me. So there are basically 200 questions, multiple choice questions, and you will be given 2 hours, that is 120 minutes to basically attempt your paper. So 200 questions, 1 mark for every question, and there will definitely be negative marking for every question if you do a question wrong. So there will be negative marking. So you need to have efficiency and you need to have accuracy as well in your exam. So 2 hours, 200 questions, and the weightage is 200 marks for this paper, right? So this is the syllabus for the paper. Now understand the breakup of the paper, and we can do so by understanding the weightage of every question in the previous year paper. So looking at the previous year paper, there were 40 questions as I told you, and this is the breakup of the paper. 15 questions were on reading comprehension passage. There will be 2 passages, one short and one long. Short passage will have 5 questions, and the long passage will have 10 questions on the basis of it, where there will be synonyms and antonyms based questions as well, right? In reading comprehension passage itself, where they have given you bold words and you have to find the right synonym or antonym for it. So 15 questions for reading comprehension, 5 questions for word replacement. You'll be given sentences where you'll have to replace the words to make it contextually and grammatically correct. So 5 questions on that, 5 questions on fill in the blanks or cloze test that we call them. So you have to fill in the blanks in the passage that is given to you with blanks with the right options. Then 5 questions on sentence improvement and 5 questions on error detection. So 10 marks are allocated to grammar out of 40, which is a very important section. And then there are 5 questions that were basically a mix of sentence improvement, word rearrangement, and there were those column based questions where you had to match half of the sentence with the other half of the sentence in the given 2 columns. So there were 3 sentences which were broken up in half, and they were put in separate columns where you had to match them. So these were the 40 questions that were thrown at the aspirants in the previous year exam. So we have provided you all the previous year questions in our courses. You can go and you can just get it from our website for free, right? So you just go check out the previous year question. It will help you in your preparation, in your strategy, right? So this is the breakup of the questions for your exam for English section. Now, what are the key areas that you need to focus upon? The first and foremost is grammatical accuracy, because without that you cannot have a sound knowledge or sound command of this language, right? So you need to have a good grasp of grammatical concepts, and you need to have a good grammatical accuracy, and there will be questions on this as well. right? Error detection and sentence improvement based questions. Second section is your comprehension ability. This is the biggest chunk of your paper, where you will be given 15 questions on reading comprehension and 5 questions on closed test. So half of the paper is based on your comprehension ability, where you have to read and where you have to comprehend the passage to answer the questions, right? Third would be your vocabulary, because vocabulary is another section of this paper itself, where you are asked to replace the words in a sentence, or you are asked synonym and antonyms based questions. And even in sentence improvement, sometimes you are given phrasal verbs to focus on. So vocabulary is the third important section. And last but not the least, this is the most important, accuracy and efficiency. Because guys, unless you are able to complete the paper in time, and unless you are accurately mark your answers, it is pointless to prepare. So you need to have efficiency and you need to have accuracy for this exam, so that you can score well and you can clear the cutoff for this particular section. Now, talking about the preparation strategy. So this should be a strategy. Start with your PYQs. Start with your previous year questions, so that you get to understand what level of questions you are going to face and how you should prepare for this exam. And we have provided you all the previous year questions from 2016-17. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we have provided you 5 previous year questions, the papers that were given to the aspirants, so that you can understand this is the level of questions you have to prepare for. So start with PYQ. Then study in the given sequence. Now there are certain selected important topics that I wanted to highlight for you. So start in this sequence, so that you can brush up on your concepts, you can brush up on your basics, and you can perform well in this. So ranging from your grammar topics, starting from subject-verb agreement, tenses, conditional sentences, preposition, complex preposition, conjunction, advanced verb. These are important topics for your grammar section. Then there are vocabulary-based topics, synonyms, antonyms, phrasal verbs, which are important. And then there are comprehension topics like reading comprehension, closed test, rearrangement, parajumbles. So these are very important for your exam. So you must look into these 13 topics that I have compiled. I have compiled for you, so that you can start focusing on these topics and start preparing for this exam. So study in this pattern. This will help you. Study in this order. Start with grammar, then jump to vocabulary, and have a reading habit. Always have a reading habit. Read newspapers, editorials every day, so that you are up to date and you have those facts and data to support and to understand the necessity of the question, right? Then study from the very basics. So that is very important, because the questions that are faced in the exam, they are mostly based on lesser known rules of grammar. So grammar, study from the basics. Vocabulary, study from the from the very start, from prefixes and suffixes, understanding understanding the vocabulary. Then what level of vocabulary you are going to face, that should be focused on. So start from basics, so that you can build up on your you don't have to just jump into the exam. You can start building up or brushing up on your concepts, and you can look further in this particular section. Then practice at least 50 questions from all these topics, because and I think it should be more than that, because at least 50 means you should be able to focus on all these topics, and you should be able to understand the criticality, and you should be well versed with the psychology of the question. So practice questions so that you are able to build up on your strategy, right? Now, you need to understand what is the cutoff that is cutoff that is marked every year for this exam, so that you understand the importance and how much you actually need to score for this exam. So starting from 2017, where the cutoff was only 6.5, it went up to 13.5 in the year 2018. Then in 2019 it was about 11 marks, and in 2020 it was 8.5. So 8.5, 11, 13 or 6.5 out of 40 is not too huge a cutoff to crack, but it is still a task. So out of 40, your aim should be to score as high as possible, so that you can score well and you can basically get a good rank in clearing your phase 1 and then going to your phase 2. So that is the year-wise cutoff of this exam, so that you can understand the basic essentiality of this paper. Now, that was something that I wanted to highlight to you, so that you have a good idea of how you need to start preparing for this exam, which are the important topics of this exam, what is the syllabus of this exam, what is the pattern of this exam, and which are the key areas to focus upon, right? So guys, we have covered all these topics, and even beyond these topics, we have covered everything that is there in the grammar section, that is there in the vocabulary section of the language, and comprehension, we have given you vast material to practice. So there are sectional quizzes, there are topic based quizzes, there are practice questions after every chapter in our courses where you can prepare and you can perform well in this particular exam. So guys, that was the purpose of this video, and I hope I was able to help you out. So guys, if you have any doubts, if you have any queries regarding anything at all, please feel free to contact us. You can call us on this number that is on your screen, 8146207241 during the office hours, or you can also drop us an email at hello@edutap.co.in for any of your queries. So I hope I was able to help you out, and I was able to clarify what are the important sections of this paper and how you need to prepare for this. So we will have many more such sessions where we will be helping you out in your journey. So we hope that we will be able to help you in this endeavor of yours, so that you can come out with flying colors and you can have your dream job this year. So thank you so much for joining in, and don't forget to like the session, don't forget to share it, and if you want the PDF of this session, you can join a Telegram group, the link for which has been given in the description of the video. So thank you once again, and happy learning to all of you guys.